So, the story kicks off in a completely different dimension called the Immortal world. We see our main hero, Qin Yuan, standing at the very top of the world. He has spent years training here, mastering every single skill, and now there is literally nothing left for him to learn. He has become a total beast, but he's done with this place. He wants to go back to his real home, the mortal world. Qin Yuan leaps into the air, floating high above the ground, and summons his massive sword. He pours all of his terrifying power into the blade, causing it to grow huge and glow with energy. With a loud roar, he slams the sword into the invisible barrier that separates the worlds. The sky cracks open, but suddenly, the guardian of the barrier appears and tries to stop him, launching a massive attack. But Qin Yuan isn't scared at all. He pushes through the pain, breaks the laws of the universe, and forces his way through the hole in the sky. Meanwhile, back in the mortal world, things are looking really bad for the Yun clan. We see the acting leader, Uncle Yun, fighting for his life against two powerful assassins. These guys aren't just random enemies. They were sent to force Uncle Yun to retire, which is just a nice way of saying they are here to kill him. They want to install a guy named Yun Qin as the new leader because they think Uncle Yun's son isn't good enough. Uncle Yun is exhausted but defiant, shouting that even if his son can't lead, his nephew Qin Yuan will return one day to save them. The assassins just laugh at him, mocking the idea that a missing kid could save anyone, and they move in for the kill. But right at that moment, time seems to freeze. The sky turns dark, and a terrifying pressure crashes down on everyone. Boom! A sword slams into the ground faster than the speed of sound, creating a massive crater. Dust flies everywhere, and as it settles, everyone is shocked to see a young man standing there. It's Qin Yuan. No one can believe their eyes because he was supposed to be dead. He looks at the assassins calmly and asks if they were trying to hurt his uncle. His uncle Yun is overcome with emotion, happy to see his nephew alive. But the assassins are arrogant. They power up their energy, shouting that they will kill both of them right now to please their master, Yun Qin. Qin Yuan hates that name. His eyes turn cold. He doesn't even move a muscle to fight. As the assassins rush toward him, they suddenly scream in agony and their bodies burst into flames, turning into ash in seconds. Qin Yuan reveals that he didn't even need to use his sword. He had secretly poisoned them the moment he arrived. This proves just how dangerous and smart he has become. However, deep down, Qin Yuan is actually worried. Breaking that barrier to get home drained almost all of his godlike powers. He is running on fumes, but he can't let anyone know that. Later, inside the clan hall, the elders fill Qin Yuan in on what happened. To Qin Yuan, he was away for 3,000 years fighting demons and gods, but in this world, only 3 years have passed. They tell him the tragic news. After he disappeared, his parents and sister went looking for him and never came back. The only clue they left was a mysterious token from the Sky Sword sect. Qin Yuan realizes this is the strongest sect in the land, a place so powerful they hide their location. He vows to get his strength back and find his family, no matter what. Just then, the other clan elders walk in, including Yun Qin's father. They act fake, pretending to be happy he's back, but Qin Yuan sees right through them. He demands to know who sent the assassins to kill his uncle. The elders immediately get defensive, telling him not to blame Yun Qin. They start arguing that since Qin Yuan was gone for 3 years, he lost his right to be the heir. They want Yun Qin to be the leader. Qin Yuan steps forward and says he doesn't care about the title, but he will never let a snake like Yun Qin take it. He insists the position belongs to his uncle's son, Yun Shan. The elders burst into laughter, mocking Yun Shan and calling him trash. Things get heated when an elder asks Qin Yuan what his power level is now. Qin Yuan honestly replies, "I am at the star rank 3rd stage." The whole hall erupts in laughter because Yun Qin is already at the 5th stage. Yun Qin's father smirks and proposes a match. In 1 month, Qin Yuan will fight Yun Qin for the leadership. They think it's an easy win for them. But Qin Yuan looks them dead in the eye and says, "1 month? No. I'll fight him in 1 week. That's all the time I need to crush him." The elders are furious at his arrogance and storm off, leaving Qin Yuan to prepare for the impossible. Once everyone leaves, Qin Yuan finally has a moment to think. He reflects on the crazy journey he's been on. 3 years ago, he was chased by bandits and fell into a magical portal. That portal didn't kill him. It transported him to the brutal immortal world. In that place, the weak die instantly. Qin Yuan spent 3,000 years there. Not days, not months, but years, fighting every single day to survive. He rose from a nobody to a god of war, but to come back home to his family, he had to sacrifice everything. He gave up his cultivation, his treasures, and his weapons to break the barrier. Now, he's starting over from scratch, but he still has his memories, his combat experience, and an immortal body that is tougher than steel. He tells himself, if I could conquer the immortal world, these guys in the mortal world don't stand a chance. He decides to visit his cousin, Yun Shan, the guy the elders were making fun of. He finds Yun Shan in a terrible state, drunk and depressed. When Qin Yuan touches his cousin's arm to check his health, he is shocked. Someone didn't just beat Yun Shan. They destroyed his internal power source on purpose to ruin his life. Qin Yuan is furious. He realizes Yun Qin is behind this. He promises his cousin, I will fix you, and I will make the people who did this pay. Now it's time to train. Qin Yuan has 1 week to bridge the gap in power. He locks himself in a room and uses his high-level alchemy skills, something no one in this world understands properly, to brew special potions. These potions help him regain his strength rapidly. In just a few days, his body absorbs the energy, and he breaks through to the 4th stage. It's fast progress, but he knows Yun Qin is still stronger on paper. He needs actual fighting techniques to win. He heads to the clan's secret technique library. The guardian of the library, Elder Yun Lon, is dozing off, but suddenly feels a strange disturbance. He senses that someone is stealing the knowledge from the scrolls. He rushes into the library and sees Qin Yuan standing there. But Qin Yuan isn't reading the books one by one. The scrolls are literally flying around him. He is using his divine mind to memorize and master every single technique instantly. Elder Yun Lon is stunned. He watches as Qin Yuan chases down a glowing orb of light. It's a rare speed technique called the Phantom Step. The technique tries to escape, but Qin Yuan grabs it and absorbs it into his body. To test him, the elder launches a spirit attack. Qin Yuan doesn't even flinch. He destroys the attack with a single wave of his hand. Impressed and a little terrified, the elder realizes Qin Yuan is a genius. Before leaving, Qin Yuan even gives the old elder some advice on how to fix his own training, leaving the old man in awe. Finally, the week is over. The day of the duel arrives. The arena is packed with people. Yun Qin stands in the ring, looking super arrogant. He brags to his father, Dad, I actually broke through to the 7th stage yesterday. This is going to be a slaughter. He thinks he has already won. Qin Yuan walks into the arena, calm and collected. He looks at Yun Qin and smiles. Yun Qin, I remember you used to cry when we were kids. How can a crybaby be a clan leader? The crowd starts laughing and Yun Qin turns red with rage. The referee shouts, Begin! And the atmosphere is electric. But guys, we are going to have to pause right there. Can a stage 4 warrior really beat a stage 7 genius? You will have to tune in to the next episode to see Qin Yuan unleash his true power. Don't forget to like and subscribe to TT Anime Explained for the next episode.